Hello. All right, look at you, Mom, Fatima. Fatima, you on mute.
I'm back. I'm back here.
You're good. You're good.
Somebody is back from a vacation.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
This is
Miss you guys.
interesting. She's like, what's going on? Hello, everyone. Welcome to Bounceback Wednesdays. I am your host, Jamila Hanif.
I am Fatima Honey.
And I am Iman Nadia Hanif.
And yeah, so I'm excited about tonight. We are going to have a great discussion tonight, having our siblings on. This is what I'm excited about. You know, look at these beautiful faces. Ooh, I'm excited. I'm so excited. Hi, Esmeralda. That's my baby. That's my baby. We use this platform, you all. We use this platform to raise awareness about ACEs. ACEs is so important. So, man, we need everyone to know about ACEs. We want adults to recognize their ACEs and whatever they need to do to go through a healing process, recovery, whatever is needed, so that we could prevent future ACEs in our children. So we're just trying to prevent it. So we're creating a trauma-informed culture. And so, like I was saying, Father's Day is this coming weekend. And so tonight's discussion is about the importance of a father. There are people out there who have didn't have a presence of a father. They've lost their father somehow. Every one of us have had different experiences with our own father. And you all met our father last week, Mr. Hanif. So I want Fatima. Fatima gonna start us off because she just she has go ahead.
Okay, now because this is what I like about this evening show, because I feel like we have a very interesting dynamic. So my father, right? So when my father and my mom met, my mom already had a son that was one. So then my brother, my eldest brother right here, he was 3 years old and he was in Colorado. So here we are. We have the dynamics of my father that was in that situation, that left that situation, went into another situation to where now he's a stepfather. I was created. Then I also have another brother that we just found out about a couple of months ago that is popped up, and my father was absent in his life as well. So I feel like we have an interesting story because here we are. I wish I could get my other older brother on, because here we are. We have these three males that had, different situations with my dad. And then I have a younger brother as well that actually had my father in his life. So it's an interesting dynamic.
Yeah, and we sitting up here and we listen, y'all. Y'all know we on here transparent. Okay, we're always transparent. There's the disclosure. Fatima want to share the disclosure because we're not trying to bash our parents. We're not trying to bash our father. That's not what we're trying to do.
Oh, definitely not. I mean, and I feel like this. I feel like it's not no book to parenting, right? So like nobody is perfect. There is no perfect person, period. And there's no book to it. So they did the best that they could at that time and whatever mind frame that they was in. So yeah, so that's how I feel about that. So it's not a personal attack or anything of that sort, and I hope that they don't take it as that way.
Oh, Chad, let's get on. He was almost on. Today was my first day ever talking to, though it was through StreamYard or whatever, it's Chad. Like, because how long was it when we just learned about Chad?
About 2 or 3 months ago, we found out about it.
Exactly. Hashim, how you doing?
Hey, oh me? Hey.
But thank God for my mother.
You play way too much.
I play. You're like,
Yeah, because you can say the guest host.
I'm Jamila, I'm Fatima, I'm Iman.
No,
And so we're here today to talk about. I'm like,
no. That's why, you know what? That's why I tell myself, like, oh, I want to start putting the guests backstage first and then pull them on and bring them on so they just won't be sitting here. I'm trying to switch some things up because I don't want you just sitting there. But, hi, we love you so fine. Look at that little chocolate.
I want to talk trash and be like, how that happened is indicative of how other stuff happens.
And tonight we have a special guest onto the show. Joining us, our eldest brother, Hashim Coast, aka We Love Hashim. Thank you for joining us today, big brother. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Iman. and I think I need to be called the alleged oldest brother. Because
brother.
I don't know. Like, we just don't know. And allegedly there was only 6 of us, but all of a sudden there's now 7 of us. So I need to be known as the alleged oldest brother.
Like Brady Bunch. Look at this.
Yeah.
What's
up, man?
Oh. Of course, I'm Marsha.
You Marsha?
Yeah, you're Marsha.
Chad, you good?
Hey.
His mic settings, if not.
Yeah, I'm in here. I'm in here.
Nice.
Hello.
Hello.
Everybody. How y'all doing?
Good.
I'm good.
Hello. Can y'all? How everybody doing?
Good. How you doing?
He sound like them Martin.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, man. We can hear you.
That's been making it.
It's breaking up. You can hear
y'all
us,
can't
Chad?
hear me?
No, we can.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Cool. You missed the whole introduction and everything, but it's
right.
okay.
And everyone.
So Chad, this is our eldest brother, Hashim.
Alleged.
Alleged.
Yeah,
I call his
oldest, because we find out new information every day.
So I'm not the middle child anymore, right?
You still got middle child,
man.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, how are you, man? Like, this is actually our first time meeting, actually. So,
Me too.
You know, they told me about that. Have you guys talked about how the discovery happened?
No, go for it.
Oh, please. Okay. So this is what it was told to me, secondhand information. Fatima took a 23andMe or Ancestry.com, one of those type of tests. And then, Chad, I hear that you took one as well, and it sent the hey, ding, some dings. And so that is how we discovered it. And so then I got called and I got told about it or whatever. And, you know, I hadn't spoken to you. I hadn't met you. I haven't seen you, like anything like that until today. So I'm Hashim. I am Imani's alleged oldest son. I believe I'm the oldest son. I will say that, but I'm going to always continue to say alleged.
He's the sarcastic one of the crew.
And the smartest.
Yeah, I agree. We'll take that.
Is take that right?
Look at everybody look alike and stuff.
So this is what I like. My mom always told me that I had another brother, right? So I would question that all the time, like, what's up? Like, you know, where they at, right? Like, I'm talking about. But I always knew, but I didn't know, right? And then this occurred, and I was like, wow, that is so interesting. Like, it was very interesting, and yeah.
Where
Chad, did we introduce you?
And everyone, welcome our brother, our brother that we have recently found out that we had, Chad, to the show. Welcome, Chad. And this is actually our first time meeting face to face.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Chad, how did you feel when you learned that you had some?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear us? It's probably a delay. Ooh, Chad.
Yeah, I can hear y'all.
You can hear us?
I can.
Hi, Diamond
Can y'all
King.
hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. It's a slight delay though.
Chad, we can hear you.
That you work at the shop?
Huh?
No?
Say it again.
Yeah, it is.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah, it is.
My mom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Somebody play too
much. Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Chad, we can hear you. We can't not hear you. You hear us?
Okay.
It's a delay?
Yeah, I can hear y'all.
Okay, cool. So how did you feel when you learned that you had other siblings?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh no.
I think it's very a lot of latency.
You know, it was real shocking.
Oops, my bad.
It was a real shock, but when I look at life, you know, it was a big blessing to me. I was happy. I'm happy.
Oh, that's good. We
Did y'all hear that?
Yep.
Yeah.
We did. Hashim, how did you feel?
I mean, I felt like there was not anger. I don't know if I could say happy. Like, I'm like, all right, cool, right? If that makes sense. But there was no anger. There was no surprise. I kind of chuckled, like, I knew it. Like, it just, and I say it like, I don't know how he's gonna take it or whatever. I mean, because he always takes shit that I say out of context or whatever.
Context.
But that's not my issue to deal with. But I mean, I joke about it, you know, like our dad he was an attractive guy, you know what I'm saying? And just, you know, people doing what they do and all that type of stuff is no surprise to me or whatever, you know. So but so that's how it was initially. Then I transitioned into annoyance, right? I was annoyed with how I found out. I feel like I'm always the last to know. Then I was annoyed that y'all's daddy hid this shit, and that angered me on behalf of Chad. And then it also, I guess, it triggered some stuff in me. I'm like, well, damn, like if it wasn't for our grandma, I would have no contact with you all, right? So that just was the mentality of him. And you know, whether he's grown or not, whatever, this is how it is. If it wasn't for her, there wouldn't be contact. And I'm like, well, why is he like that with his kids? Like, I just don't understand that. So, you know, I guess that's kind of where I'm at now. But I'm like, whatever. That's for his shit to deal with. You know, next time I'm in the Bay, Chad, I would love to meet you. You know, face to face and hang out. And you know, I'm like, sibling, great. Pick up from there and just go.
I love you. That's good. Because I don't even want to ask because he said the next time he in the Bay, and I don't want to be like, well, where you coming? Like,
so we might lose him.
The setup, and I'm like, okay,
For sure.
Okay, well, I'm excited. So I wonder how old was? I mean, because y'all know. Let's talk about this, y'all.
Him and Fatima are closest in age, from what I've heard.
Yeah. So we both are 79 babies. I'm from June and he is December.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So 5-6 months apart.
Dang. It's stuff that happens like that. Shoot,
That's life.
I know people that got kids that's a day apart, like same age.
Hood twins. We hood twins.
So it happens. But then also thinking about how old was Daddy during how old?
He was 20. I'm gonna say I think he was like 25 or something like that. So 25, 24, somewhere around that. When him and Mama met. So he was still young. He still had a young mentality. So I mean,
yeah, that's how. Shoot, I'm sure. It's a lot. I'm not.
December.
I don't know if he had. Did he have a good role model as well? So that plays a part too. What was his role model? Did he have a good male figure to show him something?
Yeah. Chad got a thiz face, so I gotta take a picture of this.
I hate her.
That's frozen.
Yeah.
Dang, Chad had changed. Chad, you there? You moving? Okay, you live now. Okay. Dang, I almost had it.
He was.
That latency is crazy.
So just sharing the different experiences, y'all know, I really I try to just be so understanding. I really do. We all have Fatima, what have been your experience? What happened? Let's talk about it because, yeah.
What, my experience with Daddy?
Yeah.
Or just having a father in the home? Well, I mean, I'm thankful. I'm blessed. Even though I feel like, we was raised in a cult, and forever on, because, let me explain the cult dynamic. So here I have a father that is Muslim, and then I have a mother that is Christian. So here we are with these both dynamics, and then we having to sit, and oh my gosh, the militant mentality of my dad as well. It was just, it was really interesting, but I appreciate it now because I feel like that's why I have such an open view on so many things, is because of how I grew up, I guess. I am, he's a person that always pushed for reading, for us to read. He has always been a person that did not want us in front of the television, so I appreciate those dynamics. Now, with those, of course, it was bad as well, so, it was bad things as well, but those are the good things that I definitely appreciate because I'm a reader. I love to read books. I'm hood as hell, but I'm a super nerd as well.
Wait, Daddy, I did not take you off. You were backstage. Okay, don't be doing that.
She out here crying and don't even know how to spell her name.
Look,
so petty. Why did you have to even say that?
I'm sure that's autocorrect or something. Daddy, I did not take you off.
Who is Facebook user?
Don't do that. You could come on anytime you were backstage. I didn't take Fatima. Did you take him off? We don't.
No, he was backstage and he was trying to talk, but you wasn't paying attention. I could have put him in, but I didn't know if you wanted me to put him in, so I just left him there.
We could all vote to let him in, but
who's Joy? I don't know what that is.
Daddy, if you want to come in, you can come in. I did not expect to put him in. Like I did not take you out. So if you want to come back on, come back on.
Where's Little Imani at?
Huh?
Imani
said he was gonna come in, but go ahead, say what y'all talking about. See, that ain't nobody but the devil to try to distract me and stuff. Not today. Go ahead.
Stop giving the devil so much credit.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Pull him in.
Y'all gonna pull him in as soon as he come in. He gonna say, "Let me see."
But while y'all trying to work that out right quick, let me just say, like that, the Muslim Christian dynamic is interesting as well because my mom was Christian as well, and I was raised Christian. My dad left a Quran, and the times like when I met you all and start coming out there, like. The cult stuff and having to listen to the teachings. While I hated it, I paid attention because I'm a listener, right? I listen to what's said, what's not said, body language, and all that type of stuff. That's who I am. So while we don't have the best relationship because we don't really have a relationship, um, I still remember those teachings and it was impactful. My time was impactful. And so when I have my moments of I firing off on people, like he was a strong force, my mom was a strong force. And because people know my mom, they're like, you just like your mama. And I'm like, yeah, okay. I mean, and I think that's where I gravitate to, but I can also elevate that. And I laugh, and there was a t-shirt that's like, all right, you're going to piss me off, and I'm going to start acting like my daddy. But no, I always appreciate that. And when I'm so focused on blackness, so focused on like what is anti-black, I owe him all that credit because that was like his focus and stuff. And so I'm always appreciative of that. Non-black folks and specifically white folks aren't always appreciative of that type of stuff when I get annoyed and decide to do my thing. But you know, I'm like, hey, whatever. But yeah.
Can I bring this up?
Yeah.
No, go ahead. No, I want you to finish first.
Oh no. So that was it. I mean, so like the interactions were few, but I believe the lessons were very impactful and lasting as it relates to that. But one thing I used to hate was my name. Oh, I hated.
Sorry?
I hated my name. I'm like, why the hell did he name me this? Like,
I love your name.
But listen. My black ass, properly melanated, growing up in Colorado, named Hashim in the 70s and the 80s. Do you know what hell on earth is? Like, you got these little sun dodgers and these diluted, unpure melanin ass folks out here like teasing me and stuff because of my name. And so, but my mom was really impactful. She was like, we have no nicknames. It's Hashim, flat out.
So
and
you
so
didn't make up a
I
name?
always lived by that. Fast forward, I was working a part-time job once, and this lady was like, your name is just too hard to pronounce. And I'm thinking to myself, you lying sack of bloop, bloop, bloop. You can pronounce Schwarzenegger, you can pronounce McClostovich and all this type of stuff, but 6 letters you can't pronounce? So I was like, she's like, you have to have a nickname, and I don't. But then after a while, I was like, all right, I got her. And I was like, yeah, you're right. I do have a nickname. And she was like, yeah, I knew you had a nickname. And so I was like, yeah. And she's like, well, what is it? And I was like, Your Majesty. So she was like, I'll learn to say your name. I bet the hell you will, but there's an option.
Right.
Yeah.
That's like funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
Even though he wasn't, you guys don't have a relationship and he wasn't there like that, what I enjoyed when I came to visit you, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have so much like him, right?
I know. And I look like him the most out of all of us. Yes.
And you're so much like him. You got this protein, so you're into your health. You work out really good. Like, I love how you work out. Okay? You got all these body oils everywhere. You have your pro-black stuff. You have your jazz music. Like, I really enjoy being y'all because it was like him. It was like him. So DNA is interesting because he wasn't around like that for you to grow up, but yet and still here you are, like, you are so much like, well, not so, but there's similarity there.
No, I dig it. But like, so listen, the first time I remember meeting, he saw me when I was a baby, but the first time I remember meeting him was 4 when you were a baby, Fatima. But that's like 4-year-old memory type of stuff, and it was out there for like a relatively quick trip. But then like in '85 when I came out there, I mean, like, those things that you say I do, I don't think that's DNA encoded. It's that I looked at him like, that's my dad. My dad likes that. I like that. My dad likes that. I like that. And so it was that type of stuff. And while I'm my own person, and like, while it might be some Afrocentric stuff and he liked this and I like that, it might not be the same thing. But because of his introduction of that, I was able to be like, okay, like he liked that. I don't like that, but I do like this. So I mean, that was really impactful. And I think that the message there is for like parents, male and female, or gender nonconforming. Your kids watch everything, and your kids are sponges. So I mean, you just have to do the best. We're all human, but you have to do the best that you can because kids are watching, and you never know what impression your child's going to pick up from you.
Right.
Yeah.
Welcome. He's in now.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Wait.
Oh, okay. I forgot y'all got to do this bootleg introduction.
No. Chad, because I'm thinking about Chad. Chad is sitting here.
That's
right.
That's right.
Chad is listening to all of us and all of our different experiences with Daddy. So how are you feeling, Chad? Like what are you getting from this? What are you taking in? Like, yeah, how are you feeling?
I don't know if his thing froze or not. But can I say something? From me speak, is he coming?
It's a delay. So let's at least give him 5 seconds after the question is asked, just because that's how the internet's working.
Okay.
Hi, Daddy.
Hey, baby.
Okay, Daddy.
Yeah.
So you listening to everybody. You listening to everybody experiences and stuff. And I'm sorry, Mom. You want to share, Mom? I didn't share. Did you want to share? I didn't share.
No, I don't want to share.
They were not sharing. I can share, y'all. I can go last.
Oh my God.
I can go last. I'm the baby girl.
No, I'm glad because Chad want to say something, but he can't say it.
I'm not deciphering nothing. I'm just taking it as it is. Blessed to have y'all. Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Let me tell you, from the conversations that I've had with Chad, he has.
I'm sorry. Well, as he
Can y'all
talks
hear me?
and how he's talking about, I'm just blessed to be here and take it all in. I don't know if y'all hear it. Marion Lewis. Is that tone, is that energy that I'm hearing. That's what I'm perceiving.
It's that DNA.
Yeah.
Okay, it seems better now, Chad.
That's it.
He on delay or something.
Yeah.
He froze.
But from the conversation that I've had with him, he's so optimistic. Oh my gosh, he has such this positive energy about himself and about the whole situation.
It's all me. I'm lost for words with the situation.
Dang, it's gonna really be a delay.
We're gonna have to Zoom after this, y'all.
Yeah, how's everybody?
I'm doing good.
Hey, you guys. While there's a little delay with my brother speaking, I'd like to introduce our father to the show, Imani Hanif. He is,
Yeah.
What's up? How you doing?
Thank God to be here.
I know he's trying to hit 70 this year, huh?
Man,
I'll be 70. I heard everything. I ain't mad at nobody. It is what it is. Journey through life. A lot of people I know not even here today. And I'm blessed to have sold my seeds where I sold them at. I have no regret. Like I said, it is what it is. Thank God.
Excuse me, sir. I need you to breathe. So you're going to breathe through your nose and out your mouth.
Breathing.
No, you're not. So we're going to have a mic.
How you going to tell me I ain't breathing?
I know.
Let's see your chest moving. What's up, Daddy? How was your day?
My day is wonderful. Today is the best day of my life. Today is the best day of my life. Yeah.
Take a deep breath.
I think Fatima, we can have a mindful minute. Okay, Fatima, you can lead us.
No, she's trying to trigger folks. Stop. He fine. Stop.
Right. I don't know what kind of game they playing. But I don't feel like playing.
Okay.
We know how to remove you.
Oh my God.
Yeah, well, it ain't like I ain't never been removed before.
Exactly, Daddy. So you thought I had really removed you? Did I?
Yeah, I told you. Yeah, yes, you did.
So,
No, I
Daddy,
did not.
my experience with you was a really good one. The only time that I really struggled was when you weren't there. You know, because I felt like you were like my cheerleader, especially with school. I feel like I would go to school just to bring an A back so you can juice me up, you
Yeah,
know. But it was tough when you wasn't there, especially my last year of school.
yeah.
Um, but other than that, your teachings, I love my name. I love all our names, you know. Um, I love the fact of how you always encouraged us to just have confidence in ourselves. I used to love going down and watching you do hair, which would allow me to be able to learn. Because I mean, you didn't like necessarily teach me, like say, "Hey, do this,"
No,
but
I was teaching you because you was looking, and when you was looking, you was learning.
um, but only thing that I had an issue with was when you weren't there, and then when you would get upset, you know, because you know we were in this little code and nobody wanted to sit there all day. But the teachings and and listening to what we learned and everything, you know, that's why, you know, we're okay with listening to Minister Louis Farrakhan. I could listen to him all day, you know, and just
All the while, seeds were being dropped on you. Know if you know it or
right.
not. If you
So
know it
we
or not.
definitely appreciate it. But you was
Yeah.
to me, you was a cool, you know what I'm saying? You was a cool dad. You was like,
We had to watch Roots. Roots and Shaka Zulu.
I don't like Roots to this day.
It was.
You know,
It was
Don't
just to
like
introduce you to your African culture, and
No, I
that's
appreciate
what
it.
you are. That's where you from, and that shouldn't be denied.
Right.
Yeah.
you know, I've never seen Roots. Like,
Yeah.
Really?
I ain't surprised.
I
I
just
don't know
don't
what that
like.
means, but I've never seen it, and I don't want to watch it now. Not from the
Yeah.
fact that I don't
I ain't.
believe that it happened.
I ain't surprised.
I just, what does that mean?
Yeah,
Just
what?
that I'm not surprised. People have a
Well,
tendency to want to block out stuff. You
no,
know,
it's
so
not
I'm
that I
not
want to block
surprised.
out.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if we
It's
talk
not.
about
No, we're good. We're good. It's not that I don't want to block it out. Like what happened, and I think that America needs to be more graphic with it. It's just that for me, I was like, I get it, right? I get it, and I just don't have a desire to see it. Now, I just wish that, like I said, I wish America would be more graphic with the movies, more graphic with the information that we put out. And by graphic, I'm not showing. I am talking about the horrors, but not just the horrors of what happened, but about slave rebellions. Right? Nat Turner was not the only one to lead a slave rebellion.
Right.
The fact that they were scared of black folks were two reasons. Right? One, they thought that we would respond like them, and maybe we should have. But two, the numbers were so vast that if that stuff started catching fire from plantation to community to plantation to community, things would have been different, right? And I need that messaging to change because I'm tired of the pacifist aspect that we're painted as, or the kumbaya go along to get along type of stuff.
Right.
You know, yeah, like so that's where I am on that.
Yeah, I've watched Roots. Yeah, it was hard at first. I remember I was in high school. I've had Brandon watch it. I want to say he watched the old one and the new one because they had like a new one on like Hulu or something like that.
Oh, okay. I didn't know about that.
It was like a
I
whole.
don't want to watch it. I don't want to see him get his foot cut off.
I don't think it showed that, and I be turning away. Like I really know for sure that I'm traumatized from watching Shaka Zulu. Like I for sure. Like I didn't want kids. Like after watching Shaka Zulu, I didn't want kids at all. It was very scary.
And that wasn't even half of what happened.
Yeah. Right. That was the Hollywood version that was palatable for whiteness.
Exactly.
It just angers me to watch that stuff because I feel like, and again, I wasn't there, but I'm like, it was so many of us. Like, why we didn't fight back? Why this didn't happen? Why
because
that
they
didn't
put
happen?
fear.
You know?
They put fear in them.
So
And they took
watching
they
that,
they took their culture, their name, their God, their religion,
right?
and introduced something else to them.
So with
Fear.
that, it's just like if people saw that and thought differently than thinking like, okay, that's what it was, and we're weak as a people. Why not
Right.
take it, embrace it, and be like, okay, let's do. You know what I'm saying? We're stronger. We're the original kings and queens. You know, we have all the power, and just come together like that. But
Chat.
people taking a whole other way.
Somebody was saying hi to Chad. Chad, let me tell y'all, because it ain't
Well, he not on here. Where
we
he
not
going?
leaving Chad out at all. Chad chilling, and Chad internet is tripping.
Yeah.
So it's
Right.
been like a huge delay, and when he spoke, he was just like he just happy to be here. Like he's really like listening. He's really just taking everything in. So y'all, we ain't leaving Chad out. We love Chad. I love Chad energy. He's just so
Yeah.
positive, and so he,
Yeah. Well, I want to say because I might not be able to say this again. I love all of y'all. I love you too, Hashim. I'm sorry about the past. God is love. Love is God. I ain't got nothing but love in my heart, and I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it right there.
that was good.
Yeah. Thank you.
Look at the young looking at the old. I'm sorry.
No,
And then you know what? I wonder if because you guys are both very intelligent individuals, right? And then I know, like, it just be a strong dynamic with you guys. But you guys, it's so much similarity
I can feel. I can feel the energy. I'm looking right at him. I can feel the energy.
Aliyah
so
Yeah.
is not that far from
oh, here y'all go with this
Scorpio.
stuff. Here y'all go with this astrology stuff. Like astrology is cute for date talk, right? Like, but like I don't know how
As above, so below.
and the earth and stuff, and
the planet, the sky, the stars.
So
There is a connection. There is a connection.
So how about this? God created all these things, right? And he put us here because he expected for us to see things. He expected for us to explore and create.
Right.
Because that's what he put us here for. So I don't block it out. I don't use it in a negative way. It's always positive, and sometimes it's always on point. And I'll be like, man, is this really? Because he created all of this. Have you ever been in the heat and y'all see the heat waves? I mean, it's things that we can't see with the naked eye, but if we put it under a microscope, we can see it. It's just he wants us to explore. But sometimes what happens is people take that and use it for bad. And so it creates a bad it turns it into a bad thing, which is not all bad,
Well,
everything has a good and a bad.
Huh?
Everything has a good and an evil. Oh, go ahead. No, go Hashim, go.
No, I'm poking. Like how God wasn't a she, because I am.
I'm
agnostic as shit, right? Like
I mean,
I am letting when I say that.
This is always how I put it. This is how I feel. I feel like it's so much information out there. It's like who really knows anything but what was written, unless we go all the way back, or if we were there. That's why
it's written in stone. It's written in stone.
Right.
In the pyramid.
Until we see it and we go and see for ourselves, we have to walk by faith and believe, what we feel is right. Because again, all we can do is read the books, unless we go and travel and decipher what the stuff is on the television. I mean, on the walls, in stone, written in stone. How do we ever really know? Right? We continue to seek and to learn and to get the knowledge and the wisdom, and then we have to just go from there and just have an open mind to things.
Well, each individual is responsible for his own soul, for his own belief system. As above, so below. When God created the heavens, he created the earth also. When the moon is full, the moon pulls the water from the earth. So there has to be a relationship between the moon and the earth and the waters on the earth, because there's no water on the moon. So I believe in as above, so below. There's a connection.
That's
I like that. I like that
like
right
Jackie.
there.
I think that's Jackie.
I like
We
that
are
right there.
live
And my
on-
thing is that just think about this. Women give birth. You know, I mean, women give
You're the
birth.
closest
You know,
thing to
men.
God.
Hold on, let me finish. Women give birth, but in order to give birth, we need a man to be
If
able
I
to
would have
do.
did that, you would have been mad at me. If I would have did
Oh no, but just listen to what I'm saying. Women give birth, right? We give birth, but it takes a man to do the. You know what I'm saying? It takes a man and a woman in order to give birth. Just think
Yeah,
about
that's a natural order thing.
No, I'm stuck on how she just talked to me.
that. For me, Fatima,
I have not said anything.
what you just said to her?
That's funny. Imani played too much. Here go Imani.
Is he in?
Here
Can we get Chad back on though? I mean, I understand what happened to his phone.
go Imani.
Where's your money at?
Yo, daddy, yo,
What's
daddy.
going on, man?
Are we even on topic? What are we discussing right now?
No,
We talk about our dad.
This is a freestyle conversation right now.
Yeah, nothing structured about it. Right.
And it's driving me crazy.
That was awesome.
don't let it. Why Imani keep going out? Oh,
Yeah, why?
maybe he's going at with himself.
So what happened to Chad? He hung up?
No, he's coming on. But no. So it's Father's Day, right? So the importance of having a father in the household. So my experience, you know,
Fine, man.
I just want to share a joke my daddy used to always say to me.
look, I
Where
believe.
he should
Hi, buddy.
What, Iman?
where you could have shot us.
Shot us
What?
on the wall. Could have shot us
Where you
on
could have
the
shot
wall.
us on the wall.
Yeah, I could have shot. I could have shot that on. No, I used to say it's a good thing that I didn't shoot that on the wall. Right. And I had y'all. God is good. God made that possible.
And you
The
know what?
creative force.
That is a beautiful sentiment, but Hallmark would never put that on a card.
Gotta give him a birthday gift. Dad on the Daddy Day on the Father's Day card. I'm so glad you didn't shoot me on the wall.
Imani,
Oh my God.
I need to really put his name. I'm about to edit his name.
Imani on mute.
Let him be who he want to be.
Yo, daddy.
Yo, daddy. Wait, he came on Zoom today and it said daddy. I'm like, daddy? Why would daddy put his name on
I mean,
it?
I guess edit his name. Yeah, edit his name.
And look, Buddy was like, that's my father. Buddy was in the background.
Okay, here comes Chad. Here comes Chad right here.
Okay, let's hope his
Okay,
thing.
so Zoe said, do you guys feel your father was a protector and provided you with what he had to give you?
Absolutely. And well, I did. And let me tell y'all, one time, this is what I believe. One time we were in the house. And somebody ran into our house. Y'all. We lived in West Stoke, and somebody ran into our house, and that ended up being our folks later on, right? He ran into the house. Daddy was like, he didn't have no gun. Other people was like, oh man. He was like, you gotta go, because the guy was running from the police. He was like, man. I'm like, oh my goodness.
And you knew the dude too.
I didn't know him until after.
We didn't know him at the time. But
Yeah, well, he knew where to run into.
Somebody knew something.
On Daddy because he made him go outside and sit on the porch, and the police ended up getting him.
So who left that door open for that to happen in?
Right. Who did? No, I was tight security. I had tight security. Somebody slipped.
But yeah, I think like, I mean, he definitely a protector. Like, I mean, I've experienced, that in provider. I mean, I'll always remember, you going and always being at work. And I think
he was definitely a provider. He always worked. So in my experience, he was always at work. So he always worked. He was always out a lot. Even with my mom, I don't know. My mom, she worked a lot as well and was out a lot. I feel like that's the reason why we had people that I felt, shouldn't be in the house, was in the house. So, because the parents weren't there like that. But because of work,
that's a whole different show. Yeah.
Okay, y'all. Okay, here we go, y'all. Sorry, y'all, for the interruption. Hi, Manny.
Hey, Manny the third.
No, that's
Hey, buddy.
Emmanuel. That's
Maybe your uncle.
Emmanuel.
That's your uncle.
Emmanuel. I'm
Emmanuel. Get
sorry.
it right. His name is spelled
All right.
IMANUEL.
That's your uncle Hashim. He's the
Emmanuel.
only one you gotta say hi to.
Hi, Manny. Hi, TT baby.
Imani.
Hey, I remember I come home from work,
Look
I
at
count my money, and I put it in my sock.
him.
Then the next morning I wake up, I have a different count.
We was all hitting you up. We was all hitting your socket.
Yeah. I just want that to be known too.
We was all
All hit
Yeah, I had a different
probably at
count.
different times. Thank God for my mama training on that because he was tight. Which was understandable now. I understand.
I had 5 I was dealing with.
It was like 5, 6 of us.
Right.
We had to get our tips some kind of way.
Yeah, evidently. Yeah.
Imani, can I ask you a question? You a father of 2 boys. How does that feel for you?
It feels empowering. It feels empowering. I think I wouldn't necessarily. I mean, I'm overprotective, kind of. As far as it makes me like, want to. It makes me want to learn different martial arts and get stronger and be stronger and protect them and all that.
Right.
Not that it makes me more violent like that, but it's just like I'm a lot more like like when we outside, man, I just be like on alert.
Protective,
like,
right? Your head be on swivel, Yeah.
You're more
Can I say
aware.
something right quick? Can we not use violence as it relates to when we were responding? Like self-defense is not violence for me. Violence is walking up to somebody and just
right.
Yeah. So
I agree.
for what you would do to make sure that your children stayed alive is not violence, in my opinion. Like I always want to try to push to change that narrative for a whole from everybody, but especially as it relates to Black folks. Like my response to you hitting me, if I beat the hell out of you and only can identify you by dental records, that's not violence.
Right.
That's me responding to you to your action.
Self-defense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
that's all I want to say.
Thank you for that perspective. Yeah.
That's important.
Man, so Trip, watching y'all, looking at y'all, man, I feel like crying, but I'm not.
It's okay to cry.
You don't look.
Yeah, I know it's okay to cry.
All right.
But this is being recorded, right?
Right.
So you don't want to share no tears because you're being recorded?
Because you can always go back to it. You can always go back to it,
Tears is not a sign of weakness. It's actually
No, it's not. It could be a sign of laughing real hard also,
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
all right, I love y'all.
Are you leaving us now?
No, hell no, I ain't leaving y'all.
It's nice how it came out with you in the center.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm trying to look up. I want Chad to look up.
Yeah, Chad. What's happening, Chad? Chad, can you hear us?
Sit in a different place in the.
Well, let me say this. Some people aren't fortunate to have just even a contact with their father. Some people don't even, father.
Man, I ain't never seen my father. I don't know who my father is.
Yeah. See?
So my sister used to say, God is your father. I say, okay, all right, I'll leave it at that. Yeah.
Imani, let me ask you a question. Imani, because Daddy was around for you, but then he had a vacation. So how do you think that affected you as far as, when you went to go stay with Uncle Rob and everything of that dynamics? Because Mama wanted you to, not be in Oakland.
Get out of Oakland, right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Lucky. You was lucky, Imani.
He was lucky.
Right. No, for real. And that's what, it's funny, me and my wife always talk about that, but always say how I can't relate to people who didn't have a father and mother in their life. So I had both my parents. I mean, he was on, the vacation for a little bit, but I don't try to relate to other people. People try to fit in and relate. I don't, I can't I wouldn't even try to relate, I can only feel, try to feel, or I guess have empathy for people who didn't have their parents. So I guess it's clearly being the youngest, kind of put me at a time to where mama and daddy was like, I guess, in their mode of where they were more I guess I want to say content, and where they were, and they were always around me. I tell people this all the time. With my mama, I had a lot of love. So I don't know how I can't say I know how my brothers feel. Even in any of my brothers.
There's one not on here.
Chad,
can you
I want to say, I want to.
Shatter.
Am I cutting in and out?
No, you're good.
Talk or what?
Yeah.
Can
Why
I
is
say
that,
this?
Jamelia?
It might be better if you go on his phone. Is he on his phone or is he on a computer?
I don't know. That's what I told him. Maybe he should try his phone and see if his phone will work better.
I'm on my phone.
No.
No.
You are fine.
Nobody
We're talking about for Chad.
Yeah, man. It's funny how life is, though.
I'm just glad you
And,
was smart, Daddy. I'm just glad you was kind of smart.
I guess if you want to say it like that. No, I bet you everybody won't agree with you, but I hear you, Mom. Thank you.
I don't, but
I know.
it's okay.
I ain't mad at nobody.
I'm
I
saying
ain't
he
mad
is
at
okay with
nobody.
you, though. I mean, I'm not saying like decisions that he made was just smart, but I'm saying as far as
We all make silly decisions. I mean, even in this dynamics of how old we are.
Hey,
I mean, we don't make
Fatima, you can't say nothing.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, you can't say nothing.
About my decision making, I probably can't.
Yeah, right.
I'm wild with it. I'm wild with my
Right.
decision
that's another show.
everywhere.
Yeah, that's another show too. Right.
But I just want to share something. Me being able to see how you were with T, right?
Yeah.
So T is your stepson, and T was in. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm so loud.
Y'all all
That's
loud.
that passion comes through like that, That passion just comes through.
Right.
But anyways, let me calm down. Let me take a deep breath.
Please.
Just calm it down a little bit. But what I enjoyed is that you seeing your relationship with T, and T being the only person that went to Muslim school. So he went to Muslim school.
Wow.
I know that.
You say wow.
Yeah, I think that started it all.
Right.
Sometimes trains, fly off the track. Yeah.
Right. So, and T militant,
That's
very. But
Yeah,
I enjoyed seeing you guys' relationship.
Yeah.
Even though, it was a lot of pushback as he got older, it was a lot of pushback then. But I did enjoy seeing you guys' relationship. I definitely saw the love. I definitely saw how you tried to I want to say groom him, but it's
I think he even had a rites of passage also, huh?
Yeah, he was in the Hawk program, which I love. I would say had that program like that for young men.
Wait, Chad, what's up, Chad?
Okay, Chad on his phone.
Can you hear us, Chad?
Yeah.
You clear too.
It's clear. It's all you, Chad. Take it away.
Chad, you always wanted to know, everybody's here now, and it's a trip for me to see all of y'all there,
Right.
It ain't my will, it's God's will, and and God is good.
The phone breaking out.
Yeah.
No, it's your phone, Chad.
The phone breaking out.
No, it's you, Chad. Like, you're good. We can hear you, but it might just be slow coming in. But you're good coming out.
This is crazy.
I can't hear you.
Oh no. Oh, Chad.
Now he can't hear us.
Yeah, we can't
Does
see
he have a
that.
Bluetooth? Or maybe you need to put us on speaker.
Put us on speaker. Oh,
Jamila, what's happening? Jamila, you the host, ain't
you blaming me for stuff. First of all, you
you?
apologize.
I did a test run.
Yeah,
All
how
right,
the
babe.
roles
I'm
play.
sorry.
No,
I'm
you need
sorry,
to
babe.
apologize.
I said I'm sorry. Yeah, I ain't gonna say it no more. I'm
say
sorry,
why.
Jamila.
Are you serious, Jamila?
Yeah.
Jamila, you do this every week. You blame me for something.
No,
Yeah.
listen.
So Dr. Behave asks us a question. Put that.
Do
Put
you
that up.
all feel like you were able to bounce back regardless of your ACEs experience?
What
think
is
so.
bounce
Yeah.
back as it relates to being black in America?
ACEs.
Right, traumatized, post-trauma stress syndrome. Right.
Yeah,
We all need a healing.
Right. So our relationship with our dad is not indicative to black, right? Like it's white folks deal with this type of stuff, Latinos, Asians, whatever.
Right.
So it gets complicated because the other layers that we have no control over. Being black in America, like every day is a traumatic day. Every day that we live is successful through trauma. So I don't know how to even measure that bounce back. Like, what if I was a billionaire and I was like hella broken? Like, who did that? Him or society? Like, I don't know how to answer that.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. It's so funny. Somebody gonna say from this show, no. I want to know who that was. Don't be on here. You don't know.
You are.
Whoever said it ain't got no mama. No, let me stop.
Don't
be doing that. Don't be doing
Don't
that.
hide behind a Facebook user.
Jackie. Jackie. Okay. That's funny. Okay.
Yes, you have. Stop telling the story.
I really wish that we could hear Chad.
Chad.
I felt because it's really, I really enjoy.
No, let me answer Dr. Zoe. Let me answer Dr. Zoe. So, do you all feel like you're able to bounce back? I would say yes. You're gonna say what I said. I would say yes. I mean, just with the fact that we're all here, like even so, let's say if we talk about the loss of a parent due to death, divorce, separation, abandonment, right? We still have a relationship with our dad, or just even talking to him, just even on here, like to really get all of us together, come on here. I mean, this was great.
I ain't never seen nothing like this before.
Oh, this is great.
Yeah, can you hear us now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey,
what's up with it?
With it
Can you share with us your experience?
Your phone breaking up, Fatima.
Now you breaking up. Like
my experience.
Share with us your experience.
Yeah. Share with us your experience.
Now it's breaking up.
No, go ahead. We can hear you.
With what?
Oh, his experience.
My experience.
Your experience.
My experience with not having a.
Yeah.
With not having a father.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you raw and uncut. My experience with not having a father, it wasn't easy, but it also wasn't hard. Life is what you make it. Because he wasn't there for me, that don't mean that I should be messed up. I know how life is. I know how it go. I'm going through the same stuff Pop's going through right now. So I fully understand, and I agree with it. I agree with him. I wouldn't regret nothing either.
Okay. Fatima got the same nose.
I was just thinking that.
Daddy eyes. I already said that.
The genes are strong.
Our family jewel. These are our jewels right here.
The genes are strong.
Y'all happy that y'all look like me, like.
We look like Hashim. Okay, get it right, Fatima.
I look like my mama.
So you know what's so
if
cold,
Fatima
though?
was a
Who
mutant,
said that? Wait. Who said that?
uh-oh.
I
Who
look
said
like
it
my
look like their
mama.
mama? What? You finally realize that?
I believe
That was Imani.
No, I'm saying what's so
No.
the setup, because I thought we was on the after show. I didn't know we was on live. That ain't
Yeah, we live and in color.
I'm
Right.
actually a
I mean, I
split of
wouldn't.
both. Like people who have never met my dad, like, damn, you look just like your mama. But then when they see my dad, like, damn, you look just like your dad. So, yeah,
it's in the eyes of the beholder.
Hey, bro, because we got a picture.
I really think I'm a good split of both.
It's a picture with me and Hashim that where we took a picture, and I got my beard, you got a beard, and they like, man, that's your brother. I know that's your brother. Yeah, we look alike on there.
Okay.
I do wonder about like some of my tendencies, right? Like I know what I do and I laugh with my mom, like, oh, I get that from her. Or she'll tell me about a situation and how she responded to it, and I laugh. I'm like, I did the same thing on something. But when I don't do that, I'm like, I wonder, like, did my dad respond this way, or would he, you know, like those are type of questions or whatever. And even when I act an ass, I don't give you all that attribution. But I know that some of my low threshold to deal with bullshit does come from you.
Yeah. Your sarcasm also comes from me. Also, your your sharp tongue comes from me.
Right.
Also,
I remember one time you said it came from my mama.
Right.
Yeah, well, she got some sharpness in her tongue too. Yeah.
That's what he accountability for his smart mouth.
That was one of the reasons why I liked your mama, you know, because of her wit and her intelligence also.
She was a cancer.
Typical man.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's true, I guess.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I see Fatima. I see Chad and Fatima kind of looking like.
They do.
Chad look like he look like Ice Cube a little bit.
Yeah, but Imani and I are we're only ones that get the gift of being properly melanated.
Right.
I guess.
As long as I'm melanated, I'm okay.
You know what they say: the blacker the bread, the sweeter the juice.
That's what I'm saying. It's the proper,
yeah.
and I have to say that, right? Because the indoctrination of the European standard of beauty, I will always say that, and it aggravates people so much.
Yeah,
I continue to say that.
Yeah, well, my first realization was James Brown when he came out with "Say It Loud." I'm black and I'm proud.
Oh God! Oh God! He got my daughter.
Watch that movie.
Yeah.
Like he was so just all he want to watch is documentaries now. Mom, can we just watch a documentary? Like that's all I gotta watch. Documentaries hitting Malcolm X.
Right.
Jackie Robinson.
Right. History.
That's good.
History.
Daddy used to have my baby saying that. That's how she knew who he was.
Daddy.
What?
I'm thinking. What? Those say yes.
What?
So
yes.
Thank you, Daddy.
Yes, honey.
Daddy. So
don't talk to him. Daddy. Now you can say what if you want to.
What advice would you give? How old were you when you first had Hashim? How old were you?
When I first had what?
Hashim.
22,
75, 76. How old was I?
How old was you? Dang, was you that old?
I don't know. 20.
I think he was 22 or 23.
No, I was 21
okay,
and
70. Hashim, how old are you for the record?
23, 24.
What advice would you give a father that age?
Oh man, it's an extension of you. When you have a child, it's to motivate you. Oh man, you can't be selfish no more. For one thing, because you're trying to support somebody else, but not to make no excuses. When me and this mom split up, she went back to Colorado and I went to California. So that was one of the drawbacks. for two people, having a child, and I regret not being in the same environment with you. It's just misfortune's fate. I had to go back to California.
What advice would you give a 30-year-old father? So how were you when you had Fatima?
25.
I'm gonna say about 20 something. I just was a product of the slave plantation, being a buck, trying to sow my seeds,
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
Let me ask you this. Chad said that he going through the same thing that you're going through as far as with your children. What advice would you give him right now in this moment?
First, Chad, you have kids?
Just try to be the best father that you can be, pending the circumstances where you're at, and find out what it is that you.
Can you hear us, Chad?
Yeah.
Okay, how you feeling right now, Daddy?
Oh, I feel good. Like I say, today is the best day of my life.
Okay.
How many times I can tell you that?
Maybe you can have that conversation with him.
He's stretching. He's stretching.
I know. I know.
Yeah, I'm on the floor. I feel comfortable like this. Yeah.
That's where Rand get it from.
Grounding.
I seen how you
enjoy grounding.
So what?
How you feel?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I am at a place where, and I've always told you all, like, it is what it is. It was what it was. I mean, I'm just indifferent. The aggravation would come from you all trying to force conversation and relationship.
Yeah.
Am I in that?
I was like, can you talk about y'all? Because he's talking about me.
Oh, y'all. All of y'all. He said.
ALL.
Right.
He's talking about me.
And I don't know if that's the Sandra Imani combination part of my persona. Like, I dig it. Like, just you. I'm not acting how you want me to react, but I'm cool. But if you keep pushing, then it's going to change my persona. But just let me be. Just let me be. So and I really understand 20-year-old behavior and things that happen at 20 and throughout progression. And as a kid, I look at things and I'm like, yeah, I hear it, but some things just sound as excuses to me, right?
Yeah.
And I will say, like, the last time I was out there one time and Fatima brought the boys over to the shop and you lined me up. And I remember I have the T-shirt or whatever. Fatima took a picture of it. And it was something that you said that it really pissed me off. And it was like, we all have a part to play in why I wasn't in your life. Like you, your mama, me, you. And I'm like, me? Like, how does a kid have anything to do with any of that? And I was annoyed. But then you went further and you were like, and your granddad didn't want me around. And that part pissed me off because that was never his persona. And I'm like, my grandpa.
Well, I don't remember saying that.
Well, I'm just, okay. I mean, but yeah. And it's always like, well, that's like crazy as shit. Because I remember a time, like when I was 16, my grandfather lost his oldest nephew, or one of his nephews. We drove up from LA and stopped in California and stopped in the shop and he did my hair and stuff and gave me some of that crazy ass shit that you have to shake and mix with the gallon water and stuff.
Right.
Correct. Like, why would he say that? Like, if my grandfather was like, I didn't like your dad, that trip would not have happened because we drove 6 hours extra, for that to happen. So that just bothered me. And I was like, you know what, man? Like, it's going to be what it's going to be at this point. Like, I have no ill will at all. It's just going to be what it's going to be.
So.
Yeah, well, thank you for that. Thank you.
And that's why it's important to be more mindful of what we speak and say and our actions and different things of that sort. Because we never everybody got their own perception of things, of what, an incident that can happen. But it's so important. And this is what I'm learning, right? To be more self-aware. More self-aware of how we speak, what we say, what we thinking, because it definitely hurts other people, even if we try not to say it that way. Because I know I'm a person with a mouth and it's like that.
Yes.
Like I will speak and say things, because that's what I want to say, but then it hurts someone else. So I'm learning how to be more mindful. So that's what I think that we need to learn, how to be more mindful, self-aware of what we do.
Okay, Chad, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Babe, I'm on the show.
Yeah, you on the.
I'm on the show. I'll talk to you later.
Oh.
Wow.
Imani.
Okay.
This feels like I'm gonna get you
You're
some
on mute.
Like you got a mute button. Know that, right?
Y'all
You
know
ain't
he's
no
a
mute, Daddy.
senior citizen. He don't know.
Just don't answer the phone.
Yeah.
Well, he needs to learn the time. He needs to learn.
Yeah, where your mute button at, Daddy?
Daddy?
He froze. You froze?
No, he not. No, he not.
MUTE on display.
You know where the mute button is, Daddy? You looking for it?
Chat.
Because somebody called his phone, and when you call his phone on Zoom, it cuts off.
Okay, hey Chad.
What's going on, sis?
I'm enjoying hearing your voice.
I'm here. Whenever y'all want to speak, whenever y'all want me to speak, I'm here.
He definitely act like us.
You clear. You
It's
very.
the laugh everybody got.
Yeah, it's clear. Imani, he got your nose. So look at this. Because Imani got Fatima nose.
Imani got my nose.
Imani got your. I'm just different.
Yeah.
Amen.
He's like Uncle Mark.
Amen on that one, right? Very different.
My brother, a lot of different.
Right.
Wait, look
Oh,
at
Daddy got a dog?
Yeah, that's I forgot what's his name. What's that dog name, Daddy?
Imani, how are you feeling right now?
Which one?
You. Don't you.
Oh, this is interesting. No. It's funny. No, again, if you set me up, if I would have never came on here if you told me, hey, we live. Like, yeah.
It was.
But no, I'm glad I'm on here.
I meant to talk about that shit too. But yeah,
Right.
Go ahead, Imani.
Right. We feel the same way.
We all
Chad too. Chad was like 15 minutes before, so I was like,
I had no idea.
Yeah. So but no, this feels. Being the youngest, I think seeing a lot of stuff that y'all went through and kind of like giving it to y'all individually, not trying to again, like I said, not trying to relate. I think I was insensitive to a lot of stuff, kind of which kept me kind of more emotionalist. Less emotional.
Sorry, Money. Dang it, I'm trying to move it around.
This is what happens. This is what you get for talking shit about your daddy not being able to use his phone.
Right.
Right. Somebody called me and just threw me off.
Yeah, we knew what happened. She was just being her.
Hold on, let's hold on. Here you go.
Dang. One more time.
To me, the orientation is not that as important as the conversation.
Yes, I'm sorry. You're right.
So,
so can y'all share one positive word about your father?
I think.
No, that you might.
I didn't know he was still talking.
No, I think I have it. I think I have an advantage that a lot of people don't have, having big brothers and sisters. Being the youngest. I talk about y'all all the time. Then when y'all come, y'all been to the game, and then people see y'all, and I'll be like, oh, this my, So I kind of feel. I feel good. I just don't think I feel. I think all of us are more optimistic than other people that might be going through it, through the same thing, maybe. But I just, man, And I just love life. I'm living, you know.
Yeah,
I done lost a lot of people. I've seen a lot of people go out, and I'm just like, I'm grateful. I'm just grateful to have all y'all.
So if the Warriors come back for the 7th game, can you get tickets for everybody?
Probably not.
We coming there.
Doesn't hurt to
I
ask.
just thought I asked. Yeah.
Doesn't hurt to
I had
ask.
$1
We
ticket.
ain't got to worry about all that because we about to win.
Right.
We are about to win.
All right. So at the end, we will share one positive word about Daddy. Okay.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
It ain't easy being a black man in America. You know, the black man under attack, if we know it or not. You know.
Hashim, you want to share something? You was trying to say something earlier.
I think I was just no. I was talking. I was clowning you for trying to be funny, talking about does Daddy know how to mute his phone, and then you can't even get your own little program together and all this stuff. You've been doing this for over a year. But I mean, since you wanted me to say what I was going to say.
See, that's me. See, that's me right there.
I'll tell you, it wasn't headset incompatible either because I had my headset in. It was all when I took it out.
I know that this is gonna be. I want to say it without saying it because I don't want to get my head bit off. But we need to come up with a date that we all could be in the same place.
Denver it is, holla.
Right. I'll take it.
And be in agreement with the day and the time for us to all get together.
Let's make it happen then.
Hey, listen, this time when we're all together, is Jamila gonna be in the picture this time?
What happened? Where was I at?
You got an attitude.
Was that when was at the ball?
It was at Tommy's family reunion.
Oh.
And she pissed me off because she was telling jokes about Tiani, and I had enough. And so I fired off on her, and she got upset.
She didn't want to take a picture.
I forgot about that. Like
I didn't.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's what that picture was. Me and bro was at the
missing out on moments.
So
he always bothered me.
Maybe like
you were teasing her.
You might remember when we was in Denver and then he wrote that window down.
We're gonna brush over this. Listen, I don't have kids. I'm the only one that doesn't have kids. Y'all's kids are my kids, and I don't like being around other people's kids or whatever. So I like kids. Period. I tolerate y'all's kids. You were wrong for teasing her, and I was like, "Oh, not on my watch."
Because the kids love Uncle Hashim. I'm about to send him out there to you.
Yeah, Uncle Hashim gets a little too many privileges, and they start snitching out on what Uncle Hashim wants to do.
That's why he's so comfortable, especially the little one. Okay, I know who to call next time.
Gerald needs. Ethan needs to be challenged more. Like I don't think he has enough challenges, like mental challenges, academic challenges. I don't think he does, and I think he needs to be challenged more. But anyway, that's another show, another topic.
You want to come in?
Listen.
Iman.
What?
Hashim said it was another show. I was like,
y'all want to wrap
up? We always got backstage, okay? We always go. Always
all right.
backstage.
I'm about to send y'all my link to the Zoom. I'll see y'all in a minute.
No. So
why you leaving? That's the problem.
I'm not leaving.
First, I want to thank everyone who's tuning in. I don't think I was able to do that earlier. People coming in, coming out. Thanks everyone for tuning in. And then I want to thank all of you all because it was last minute, like bringing people on. Everyone.
Hey, let's think. If I would have died in that plane crash.
Okay, Daddy.
Well, I'm trying to interrupt you. If I would have died in that plane crash, December 1977, would nobody be here?
Thank you, Jesus.
19 what?
1977.
I would have been here.
Yeah, you would have been here.
Let me stop.
My phone went somewhere else.
Timothy.
I'm pissed at the damn CSU coach. We all could have been rich, goddammit.
Right. You would have been rich. I definitely wouldn't have been thought of.
I mean, that's up to you, bro.
Another country or something.
Maybe we need to look in.
But no, I'm sorry, Jamila. I'm gonna cut you off. Like next time, get a script and all that together. This is the price you pay for being asking us to do shit last minute.
That's fine. I'm okay with that.
So
we get paid. We get paid for this.
Listen.
Podcast is free.
So I live in Colorado, and they met here up at CSU, and so my fraternity. I used to. So my fraternity has a chapter up there, and I'm a member of Alpha Phi Fraternity Incorporated. And so, I always joke. I was conceived up here somewhere. I wonder where. I always run that joke. And then I was like, my dad went here, and like nobody ever believes me. So then I gotta go find these old ass articles and be like, bam,
Yeah.
like, oh shit, that was your dad. Oh, and another thing, I was out in Oakland one time. I met this guy. And I was out there dating. It was the AOL chat room stuff, right? And so I ended up flying out there, and I saw Jamila. I think I saw Fatima, and that was it. Like all y'all else was scattered. And so I was outside of a club, just hanging out because it was hot inside, and the guy was outside smoking, and so we were just talking. And so I was like, "What do you do?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, I cut hair." And I was like, "Oh cool, my dad does hair." And he was like, "Oh, and I just think everybody knows you, whatever." And so literally, I was like, "Imani." He's like, "Imani? Imani that play ball? That's your dad?" And I was like, "Yeah." Oh my god, like your dad is hot on the court and he hot in the goddamn salon. Like, yeah. So I was like, "Oh wow." I was like, "Shut up." No.
The Martins, man. The Martins in the town.
Yeah. So that was funny too. But go ahead, Jamila, with this long ass boring closing.
Hey,
You mind closing us out tonight?
wait. Hey, Chad, you
You mind closing us out tonight? So the
you a
boy,
Warrior fan?
huh?
Chad, you a Warrior fan or a King fan?
Who, me?
Chad.
Chad,
Oh.
you a
Chad,
Nuggets
you a
What?
Warriors fan or a Kings fan?
What? Man, I'm from Oakland, man. I just been in sack,
Oh,
man.
Okay, just making sure. I just making sure. I just making sure. So
But
we
you
about to kick you off the show early.
girls though,
Hey,
Right answer.
I'm a. That wasn't. I'm gonna keep it real. That was a real disrespectful question.
Hey, I didn't know you were. I didn't know. I didn't know.
I'm a die-hard Warrior fan, man.
Straight up. Okay, then I know now.
Imani a Cowboy fan, so he gotta act like that.
The Raiders wasn't in Oakland when I was growing up.
Right, that's why we Niners fans over here.
Yeah.
So
Okay. No.
Everyone.
Not now.
Y'all breaking out.
So everyone, it's time
Not
for us to
now.
say one positive
Oh, she said
word.
not now. Stop with the music. The preacher is talking. You're not ready. You gotta be right on beat at the end. You ain't on beat right now. Hold on.
That's
Go
what they
ahead.
call fire rehearsal.
We can do the start. Go, Iman. I'm sorry.
So Chad is
Chad.
rousing.
So-
Who
Chad.
else on here?
No, it was Chad. There you go.
There you go.
Oh,
Hi, Manny. You got something to say? He sleep. Money, he sleep. So everyone, let's Dr. Behave is a Cowboys fan, but let's say one positive word about our father. Each one of us gets the opportunity to say one positive word about him, from the oldest to the youngest, in that order.
Listen, the alleged oldest. Am I the oldest?
You are the eldest.
I don't know. Thank God to my DNA. We might have others.
It's just gonna hurt for a minute, Hashim. Say something nice about me.
The alleged
I mean, I already have so listen, this is who I am, right?
All right.
And I think and in the comments you're like, there's animosity. There's not animosity.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, you can believe whatever. I mean,
Make me believe.
No. I don't do that. That's the whole religion type of stuff. I don't do
One
it.
positive
I
word.
believe in free
Go
will.
eat therefore.
Right.
One positive word about your father.
I believe I have already throughout this segment, right? And that's it. Don't force me. Don't confine me. Like,
You're right, man. All right.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with that
and
word.
also, that whole psychology stuff is nothing but a pseudoscience.
Right.
Because it's not an exact science, and I hate when those type of shits are enacted. Like that just triggers something in me completely.
Yeah,
Thank
well,
God you ain't never been in jail.
Okay.
I'm
I'm so thankful.
that's how I felt at the moment. As pseudo or whatever. That's how I feel at the moment.
Okay. I don't
Okay,
know.
so
We can ask you, Daddy. Fatima, since Hashim didn't go, say one
He
positive
did
you
go.
heard Hashim say, and then you go. Because Fatima, you're the next oldest,
I
right?
said all right.
Yeah.
You're the next.
Okay, go.
That he's a reader. I love that he's a reader. I love that he takes notes and it's all these notes everywhere. So not saying that you're gonna be dead and gone anytime soon, but when you are, like we got all these
God,
things to
One
read
word.
Honey
about.
off you.
Yeah.
You're a reader. All right.
Chad
You're all right
up
reader.
next. I don't know. Chad is up next.
Chad, one positive word about.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
For what I know, from all the information I gathered, the man is a legend.
watch out, man. Don't make me laugh like that, man.
He's all right. He's an all right reader legend.
Bless you.
Damn,
Bless-
Well, I think he's. I mean, this might be like.
You're not next.
You're not next. It's Iman.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. You could go. You do look like the oldest.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I guess
Now, if I
somebody.
said something like that to you, you'd be mad. You'd be in your feelings and your
I
feelings.
wouldn't be in my feelings. I am the oldest.
Oh man, come on now. Y'all got me on the edge of my seat. Come on now.
He's encourager.
This is Father's Day. This is Father's Day present.
He's my hype man.
Go, Iman.
I just said he's an encourager. He's my hype man.
Thank
Oh,
you.
he's good. He's good. He's a smart guy. He is. I mean, he's a smart guy. I just think about the information that he shares. I love also that he's a reader.
He said one word.
No, I can do what I want.
And yeah, you see, I don't know what one word mean.
Some of us were better in math than others.
Huh?
Flow, Jamila.
Go, Imani.
Your head is swelling.
Oh, I'm up next. I mean, I like that he, his what I want to say, his empowerment to be, as far as being black, I think that was, big for me. Not to forget, when I was in Sonoma, I just had to remember, and then them turning the heads, kind of reminded me anyway. But yeah, so that, and then it's funny. MC Hammer always could come up to me at the game. He'd be like, "Man, y'all know whose son this is? It's Imani's son. This is the only dude I know. This boy ride his bike all the way from my house to downtown Oakland." So I like the fact that Pops was athletic and healthy, and healthy was a big thing, and that he always told us to do our own research.
Mm-hmm. That was a lot. Imani said way more than I said.
Right, you know what? It's interesting.
I could go on and on.
Right, and he didn't get cut off. That's that sexy stuff. But what I learning about him being so good at basketball, we didn't know that. He never played basketball around us, I don't think. I recall him. He used to always, of course, he worked out.
He
worked at the
People was out in the street.
basketball
What'd you say, Imani?
Well, I don't recall him playing basketball around us like that. I don't.
Really?
He played in tournaments. Marty, what's the club? Athletics Club.
Oakland Athletics Club?
Well,
Yeah.
that. Okay, so him playing at the Oakland Athletics Club. Okay, but I'm just talking about as far as practicing and everything. And that's why I don't remember that. I don't.
One thing
I don't
I
recall
can
that.
say
But
is
listen,
that he
how
made
am I
us
going to
run
meet
them
somebody
hills.
that's my age at a club that knows about him doing that if he wasn't doing that around your age, right? Like, it just...
She just don't remember. What was your?
Nah, I don't. Wait.
Interested. She probably just wasn't interested.
I don't know. Possibly not.
She tried out for basketball. She played basketball.
Fatima was a thug, bro.
That she was. That she was.
Why y'all trying to suppress history?
I appreciate the runs. I appreciate the
right
running us them hills in the morning time and them trails and stuff like that, because I love to run, and that's one thing like I really like. I really cherish those times because it really pushed me. I mean, I hate that I couldn't run track, but you know,
she wasn't athletic at all.
First of all, I was athletic. I was athletic because I was the one that was running them hills, though. But
running is not athletics, lady.
Yeah,
everybody can run.
They have track stores. What are you talking about? I didn't play basketball. I don't want to play basketball. I like watching it.
Well, whatever y'all did, thank you. I love y'all. That's how I feel at the moment. It ain't nothing voodoo, or voodoo about what I'm saying.
Oh my God. Here we go. No.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on. This was really great. You know, it's very great. Again, thank you all for coming on last night and everything. I really appreciate you. Appreciate you all. I really do. I love you all. I can't wait for us to all get together. Maybe we could all get together for his 70th birthday. He'll be 70.
70. God.
What?
Well,
yes.
And we got to shout out your brother too. He played a big part in, you know.
Uncle Rob.
He was on vacation. Uncle Rob.
Uncle Rob. Yep. That's true. That's true. Uncle Rob.
He didn't have to. I just inspired to be like him. Well, you know.
That's why my number was 33. That's where I got my 33 from.
Oh, I thought it was Larry Bird. I'm just playing.
Mine got cutting it. He was.
All right, y'all.
We all fortunate. So everyone watching, just want to say thank you to our guests. Thank you to our viewers. We appreciate you guys. Join us next Wednesday for Bounceback Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we are out.
Y'all need to make Hashim a host.
Yeah.
They need you, bro. Because I'll never be on this show again unless y'all on there. All right, love y'all.